I got my gargoyles on, so you know this is a serious one. Have you ever wondered what dissolves quicker, a tablet or a gel cap? And most people automatically assume the gel cap does, and for good reason, although they don't quite say it. A lot of these commercials allude to it.
Get Advil Liquid Gels for fast and effective relief. Try Advil Liquid Gels and get liquid fast relief.
Libo-libo na ang gumagamit ng Advil Liquid Gel for faster than ever pain relief.
I take Advil Liquid Gel. It's almost 3 times faster than ordinary tablets.
Headache? Get the speed of Advil Liquid Gels, the only leading brand with real liquid inside. Faster and stronger than extra-strength Tylenol and tough headache pain. Advil Liquid Gels. Liquid fast, Advil strong.
As it turns out, it doesn't really matter. Medications, whether it's a tablet, gel cap, or capsule, is dissolved in the stomach, and then it's absorbed in the intestines. So it doesn't matter how quickly something dissolves, just as long as it does dissolve before it gets to the intestines. Today, we're going to be looking at a couple different medications and dissolving them in warm water and then a hydrochloric acid, kind of stomach acidy type substance. And I'll explain why we're doing both here in a little bit. I'm Grant Harding, a licensed pharmacist in 3 states, and I like to review medications to help you guys save money. So today, we're going to stop wasting money on gel caps after we look at these experiments. So now I'll turn this camera around and we'll look at a couple different tablets and capsules. What we have here is some warm water, and I want to show you guys something before we even get into the cool stuff. I'm just going to put a little bit in here. And of course it's spilled everywhere. Now look how quickly some tablets will dissolve. This is just melatonin. And I actually hate doing this one because it's actually more annoying than anything. Look at this. Look, I had barely just put it in there. It's already starting to lose a lot of little parts off the edge. And now it's starting to swell. And it's actually getting bigger, right? And there it goes. It just falls apart almost instantly. So you can see some tablets are pretty much an instant dissolving tablet, meaning that you don't need a gel cap or anything else. You can't get any quicker than that. I mean, that was less than a minute. I'm going to dissolve a gel cap and a tablet in this glass here just to prove a point. And while I'm doing that, we'll take a look at some more interesting things. So the gel caps on today's menu are Advil Liquid Gels. These are ibuprofen 200 milligram capsules. And then these are just ibuprofen 200 milligram tablets from the Dollar Tree. Even though I know the pH or the acidity doesn't matter for dissolution, at least not to any meaningful extent, I will make this acidic just so the viewers at home can know that it doesn't matter if we're talking about water or stomach acid. So let's take one of these little pH strips. Now this is just pure water in here at the moment. And as you can see, it's, I don't know, a little bit acidic. That's pretty typical for water. Now, when we add just a little bit of hydrochloric acid, actually maybe just a tad more. Now we're going to be somewhere hopefully under a pH of 2. Let me just stir that up so we're not dipping this into pure hydrochloric acid. It's actually not pure, by the way. Now, once I dip this in, it's going to be pretty dang red. Yeah, so you can see this is somewhere between 1 and 2 pH. And just to prove another point, a lot of people think the enzymes matter. They really don't for dissolution, but they do have the potential to matter. So this is pepsin. This is an enzyme that helps break down things like gelatin, which is what the gel caps are made of. But the point here is not relevant because this takes a very long time, like longer than what it would reasonably take for something to enter the GI tract. So we'll get our pepsin stirred up in our acidic solution to accurately, for all the folks at home, mimic a stomach acid-like concoction. So let's put these in and let them go to work. Now, as those begin to dissolve, well, we have to put it right here actually so you guys can see. Okay, so that's our acid solution. This is just warm water, and I want to take a look at a couple fun little things. So today we have Sudafed we'll put in there. Gravol. So Sudafed, this is for congestion. In the United States, you have to buy this with an ID. You have to be 18. Or no, I don't think you have to be 18, but they track you. They track how much you buy because it can be used to make certain chemicals. And then this Gravol, we rarely ever see this in the United States. Dimenhydrinate is the chemical name. And this is like an antihistamine that helps with nausea, actually. So that's a really good one right there. Here we have some diphenhydramine. This is just the Amazon version. We'll get one of these in here. How's our concoction doing there? Yeah, the tablet is pretty much dissolved at this point. But I'm interested to see how these guys play out in the water. While I'm doing this, by the way, the acid, so Hollywood has you guys thinking the acid just eats everything in its path, like it's some super dangerous chemical. The definition of an acid has nothing to do with how much it eats organic material or anything. An acid is simply a proton or a hydrogen donor. And what that means is in an aqueous solution, an acid or an acidic chemical has a hydrogen atom that it wants to get rid of. And there's, just imagine in here, because I put the hydrochloric acid in there, there's like an abundance of hydrogen ions swimming around. And if there's a donor, or if there's a receiver, a basic substance, it'll take it. It'll take that hydrogen from the hydrochloric acid. And that's very important. Oh, it looks like the capsule actually did open up so far. I think this did open up. Well, let's see here. Oh my gosh. Okay, so what do you guys think? Yes, it did open up. Okay, so this actually ended up being quite similar in time. Now notice I didn't pull it out immediately as soon as the tablet opened, but you can tell they're a little bit similar. I've done this before, and the tablet typically is going to dissolve quicker than the gel cap, but it's not really that much different, and it's not relevant. And even if it were, like I explained earlier, gel caps or tablets, it doesn't matter. They're going to dissolve before they get into the intestine where they actually are absorbed. So let's take a look at these. I wonder which ones are going to go first. What do you guys think? Should we put bets? Oh my gosh, the Sudafed is... Wait, is it going quickly? I can't quite tell. It's tough to see. But anyway, you guys think that acid just like eats everything? No, it just donates a hydrogen atom. That has nothing to do with dissolution. Oh my gosh, look at that go. What is that one? Is that the Gravol? It's making a mess of itself. What you're looking at here is called dissolution. Dissolution is not the same thing as solubility. To break down a tablet or a capsule, it just needs to be wet. It needs to have water. There's agents in these tablets called swelling agents, and whenever they touch the water, as you can see, it sort of just kind of pops the tablet open. The most important thing, well, I shouldn't say the most important, but what's really overlooked is actually temperature. Temperature causes this to happen much quicker than anything else. Now, after these tablets dissolve and after the active pharmaceutical ingredient is released in the liquid, then the acidity really matters. In fact, it's crucial. So this is measured on a pH scale. The lower the pH value, the more concentration of hydrogen atoms in the liquid. And of course, the lower, or or the higher the number on the pH scale would be, the less amount of hydrogen atoms in an aqueous solution. Okay, I'm going to try something with this. So this is acid, right? What do you think will happen if I put baking soda in here? So this is a base. This is sodium bicarbonate. I wonder if I know this. I've done this before, but I don't know if this concentration is going to be enough. Oh, look at that! Isn't that cool? Wow. And that was just a tiny little bit of this hydrochloric acid. Now, after the tablet in the capsule releases the active pharmaceutical ingredient, if the chemical structure needs to be protonated, meaning it needs a hydrogen atom to dissolve, then it will get its hydrogen atom, and then each individual molecule kind of disperses in the watery substance of the stomach. Then it's transported into the gut, into the intestines, and then it can be absorbed. And whether or not it has that proton is very, very important. And I think this is why people get this confused. So then, whether you take a gel cap or a tablet, it doesn't matter as long as it just gets dissolved before it reaches the intestines. Generally speaking, they're about the same price, so it's not really that big of a deal. But if a gel cap is more expensive, then that is an absolute scam. It's not going to work any quicker. A lot of people do mention that gel caps are easier to swallow. Hey, patient preference is real. I mean, if you want to or not. But you can't make the claim that they work quicker because they absolutely do not. That is 100% a placebo effect.